In this lesson, we are going to discuss another very important API called Cad Api, and it's kind of a cool stuff, and I'll show you how. So far, whatever APIs we discussed in our previous exercises, whether it was cluster health monitoring or head plugin, you might have noticed that the response was always in JSON objects. But as the response size increases, it becomes very difficult to understand it. And we had seen some examples when we did monitoring of our cluster at indices and shards level. To counter this, there is an API provided by Elasticsearch called Cad Api. Now this API comes with some of its own commands, and these commands can be used to pull the information from Elasticsearch and present it in a tabular format, which is much easier with large responses. Okay, so let's try out some of these commands. Let's bring the terminal. So first let's print out what all commands are there in the Cat API. Okay, so this will be curl xget and cat. So as you can see, it comes with lots of its own commands, and you can do some shard level monitoring, some indices, some node level monitoring. It has lots of its own commands, and we can use these to monitor our cluster. Like in previous case, we had done the cluster monitoring at shard level, indices level, and we had also looked at our pending task. We have all those commands here as well. The only difference will be the response from cat command will be in tabular format, which is easier to read, as we discussed earlier. Okay, so let's try out a few of its commands. Let's try to get the node status, okay, in tabular format, and we can get that by xget and for this we are going to use this command underscore cat slash nodes. Okay, so as you can see, it shows the host name, the IP, the size, and node name, and also the percentage of memory it is using as of now. Okay, how about we can get the count of all the documents in an index? Okay, let's do that. And the index we can use is VG. So here you can see the timestamp and the count. We have about 16,000 records in our video games index we created in previous exercises. Let's try another command. Let's try to list down all the indexes we have. Okay. Okay, localhost. Oops, I made a mistake. Okay, let's list down all the indices. So as you can see, we have so many indexes here, and there are few created by Marvel and also Kibana. Okay, and we don't want them to be listed down in our result. Okay, now what we can do is with Cat API, we can also use some Linux commands to filter out these results. Okay, let me show you how. So we are listing all the indices, and then we want to grep on all the values which are not equal to marble, and also all values which are not equal to Kibana. So we are filtering out Kibana and .marble indices. And as you can see, our list has got shortened, and now we are seeing only the indexes which we created. Okay, so with this API, there are many other things you can do. Now, since you can combine it with Linux command, you can create many different kinds of reports. And this is the one of the most useful API for production environments also. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy playing with all other commands in it, and these commands will be very handy when you are working on some production environments.